I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome, curling fans. I'm Brent Lang alongside Jennifer Jones, coming to you from the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championship. This is the game we've all been waiting for. This is the men's final. The winner of this game will become Team Canada and represent Canada at the World Senior Curling Championships in Östersund, Sweden in April. All the chips are on the line. Big game. Two very familiar names in Team Nova Scotia has the last advantage in the first end as a result of finishing first in the round robin after the championship duel. So, and going to give these commentators what they want with guards right away.
Thank you. Yeah, very excited for this game, Brent. Two of the definitely pre-tournament favorites, but two of the teams that have been super consistent during this round robin, making all kinds of shots, great sweepers, lots of great takeouts, draws, and the leads are two of the best we've seen, and they just set up the end so beautifully for their teams.
Yeah, not having the hammer probably won't really phase Team Saskatchewan. They didn't have the hammer last game at all, and they managed a big win over Manitoba. So you'll see some action beside us on the next sheet. That is the bronze medal game between New Brunswick and I'm totally drawing a gap. Manitoba, the night train, Team Bomer, who just looked to run out of gas a little bit last game, but nonstop pressure from Saskatchewan because of shots like that from Rory Golanowski. He hasn't missed since I've been watching him, Jen. So see if Chris Kelly, see if he can keep up with Rory today and really give Nova Scotia a good chance to win this game. Really working to get this one by the guard. The lean from Chris, he didn't lean far enough. Bigger lean would have got that by, I think, Jen.
Perfect weight and just not quite. But did not remove the stone from the center line, so his stroke can stay in play.
Corey with a great effort on the hit and roll, just over rolls a little bit. You could probably see Paul try and bail out a bit here and run this across the top. Get all three blues if it's hit properly. Marty Gavin, probably about a 2/3. Paul just calling the hit and roll, so trying to jam it there, leave one in the rings, kill the back two, and roll for a corner. Marty actually represented Northwest Territories at the Brier, Jen, with Tom Nogler and Jamie Cooey. This is going to just miss that double, but switches the colors of the guard, which is a big advantage for Nova Scotia. What do you like here, Jen?
Yeah, I actually almost like guarding the guard.
I thought you might, and I do too. He just had a good chance he just had a good look at that run back, and now if he runs it and sticks it in there, probably get this one too, or at least move it out from behind, and they'll have one kind of in there buried. But this one is walking sideways. It's gonna wreck. Wow, did that curl? So now nose gets you almost all three blues, Jen. A little bit on the centerline side.
That's a problem with going into the rings, is it allows this very short run back, and Nova Scotia is so good at these. Very good hitting team, throws the rock so well. They have to go on this one though, Brent. Really have to go. Oh boy. And that's a little bit of trouble. That you had to make contact on that run back.
That's your chance. I mean, you're going to have the same run back, but from now on, it's going to be the Saskatchewan rock coming in, not your own. Marty won't be happy with that one. Just got a little tight right out of his hand. And unfortunately for him, if he had a miss by more, at least he would have caught the side one, but he just missed by a little bit and went right through that hole.
Very well-placed guard, and no choice but to run this back. And this is a continuation of what we saw last game. Saskatchewan just making all those makeable shots absolutely perfectly. The guards, the come-arounds, and making their opponents have some very difficult shots.
Saskatchewan's going to make you beat them. I know that.
And this is curling too. Oh, they might want to try to get it off that other stone. At least got rid of one, Brent.
Yeah, that's a better result, but still advantage Saskatchewan here. And somebody's going to have to make a good run back, or Paul's going to have to make a really good draw. I think if it was like this on Bruce's last one, he's probably going to bump that, raise it up, stagger them, and then Paul's probably just going to have to play a double to give them one, but we shall see what happens here. I don't think Paul will switch gears and play a draw. Those are too close to the forefoot, too lined up.
Good news for Paul Fleming is that he really just needs a bite of the forefoot to outdraw those stones. And again, this guard is going to be fairly good. It is a little bit exposed, but you can't get them both. I still like the run back, Brent.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, out turn, slide over curl with peel. You can hear Paul saying. Right on the nose here. See if Peter Burgess can make some noise, as they say. That's tight. That's not a good throw.
You might see Team Nova Scotia change gears. If a guard is thrown, you may see Paul Fleming try to make a come around.
I think he kind of has to, and that's what Bruce and Daryl are talking about. Do we tap it now? Guarantee the force, because if you throw a guard and Paul makes a really good come around, it might actually score two. I think if I'm Paul, I'm hoping you tap this though, Jen, don't you think?
I think so.
I don't really want to throw that draw and have to get buried around Two Rocks top 8. I think they've decided to tap, though. And he's tightening the ice, so I think they are going to tap this. I think for Nova Scotia, I'm happy here. Doesn't matter what he does, there's going to be a very makeable. Paul's he's a great all-around player, but a great hitter, and there's going to be a makeable double. Even if you roll out, you're going to have a pretty open shot for one. They're all on board here, so see how this goes. Want to tap this, hit about 3/4 and tap it straight back and cue the top one so that the back one cannot be removed. If this over curls, he might set up a triple, Jen.
Yes, he might. Oh, it overcurled enough that. Yeah.
Not great, not bad. Can't get rid of all of them.
I couldn't get any buyers on eBay.
So I wonder if Paul just makes that nose double. I might actually see a blank here. If Paul makes that nose and Bruce noses, there would be a double for a blank. I think you need to get that one off the forefoot, don't you, Jen?
I think so. I think you need to make that double.
I think he's playing the tick-tick on the top, and he could come back and move that one, but I don't know that it's going to take out all 3 of them, but maybe. I think it's just going to jam. Well, that's ice to make the nose double, eh?
I think he is. It's hard to. We can't hear the players. We're just guessing, but I would guess that's what he's playing.
A little fade there from Paul. A little tight slide. Did he overcorrect? Nope. Gotta go clean.
And that's perfectly played.
So you see if he noses it now. I think Paul will play that double. It'll be fairly simple in a spot he just saw. He's going to draw here, though. Okay.
I'm surprised at this call, Brent.
I don't think this is a good call at all, personally.
I think he could easily set up a double for 2.
Yeah, if this over curls dead buried, like say it's on the button, there's going to be a double for 2. But will apply a lot of pressure. I didn't see this coming, I got to be honest.
Yeah.
This shows me how confident Bruce is right now, though. Going for line here, but line looks pretty good to me. But it's on that tight line that is going to leave a double if this is to the tee line.
It's going to be a little bit deep.
There's a nose double for 2. Paul's racing up, excited to try it. After all this, he was happy to give up steal of 1 about 5 minutes ago. So now with a chance for 2, do you take the chance? I think so, Jen.
Yeah, you just hate to give up a steal in the opening end. It changes momentum. But as you said, the end was not going very well for Team Nova Scotia. And now they have an opportunity for 2. It does look a little bit tight to that yellow, but it's definitely there. Right on the nose. You have a little bit of space.
Feels a little bit like playing with house money here. Like I said, you were kind of dead the whole end. Looking like, okay, I'm going to have a double to give them 1 or something. Now you got a double to take 2. What this would really do if you can make this is really get the momentum on their side. This is close.
Well, they actually overcurled it, Brent. You've got to get it going. They've got to get it going, and I think that is
one.
enough.
I think they got it.
Wow, what a big shot and a big turnaround in this opening end. That will be a big score of 2 for Team Nova Scotia, and they take an early 2-0 lead.
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back, and what an exciting finish to the first end. Nova Scotia just chasing the entire end. Bruce Corte and Team Saskatchewan take on some extra risk, wanting to put some pressure on Nova Scotia. They did apply the pressure, and Paul had the answer and made the double for 2 points. If I'm Saskatchewan, that feels a bit like we gave up 5. Had them in trouble the whole end, and now we're down 2-0. So great start for Nova Scotia. Momentum on their side, but it is only 2-0. So we're going to see if Saskatchewan can bounce back here in the Canadian final, the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships. And this is, as we mentioned, the final to decide who gets to wear the maple leaf and become Team Canada. They won't want to talk about it now or worried about it now, but if they don't come back and win this game, even if they do, that might be a call they want to look at. But what do I know? I'm just in the booth. They're out there on the ice. So Chris's first one's right where you want it. Now can you put a guard on it? Looks a little bit strong, maybe sliding into the rings, which wouldn't be the end of the world.
Oh, it just slipped in. Big difference if that rock can stop 3 inches higher, then Team Saskatchewan could not hit it.
And if it's going to be in the rings, might as well be fully in so that when they nose this, they're out of the rings.
Yeah, and we've seen him make so many great come arounds. Haven't seen him hit very often. I don't know if this is going to stick around. It really has to curl, and I don't think it will.
So as Paul can't peel the guard yet, 5 rock rule. So the other potential call is to bring it right in, but Paul's pretty aggressive, and I think this is a good rock to guard. Nice and tight here. Marty won't want to drop this one. The worst you could do is put a high guard here. That's going to be advantage Saskatchewan. We'll have one more gold medal game for you today. It is just non-stop curling action in Vernon today, Jen, and we've got Saskatchewan ladies versus Alberta. Team Nancy Martin taking on Team Atina Ford Johnson from Alberta. Again, winner will become Team Canada. Good looking guard here from Marty. Maybe a little tight. Can you hit and roll behind the corner, Jen? Bruce gonna freeze. Bruce has decided to play ultra aggressive here today. I did not see this. If there was ever a knock on Corte, he was one of the best teams in Saskatchewan in a long time. It was that he was a little bit overly defensive, but that's not the case here so far. You like this call, Jen?
I actually probably would just draw around the corner. But if you can make it, it accomplishes both.
Good looking shot here by Corey. Oh, really good. Short runner, though. Marty's had nothing but run back so far this game. Nose, eh? I think you'd want to hit this one a little bit high. Kind of roll right in front of your shot rock, and then this one goes in and sticks. You might be able to lie 2 buried here. Hit perfect. one's got a curl.
Close. Very nicely done.
Opens up that corner guard, though. Not exactly what they wanted. A good shot. But Saskatchewan now going to go around the corner guard, which is a good call, I think. Also left another little corner guard over on the other side. So some shots need to be made, but it's a really good setup for Saskatchewan to score multiple points here. Line looks good, but I think they're saying back 8. Seems like we can hear more today this game, Jen.
Yeah, probably less on the ice, like it's the only 2 games out there.
It's the only game in town. So where that is, actually, you could chase it wide side, and if you throw some weight, even if you tick off your own, there's no hole, as Paul's saying. But you can't chunk the wide one. I still like playing a little less weight at this, Jen, but this will curl out here. We've seen some over curls on the wide hits, so maybe firm is the right weight. Peter Burgess.
I've seen Peter throw. He played very well. His misses would be on the over curl generally. This one is right on the money.
That is a great result. Get the play away from that corner guard. Line 2. Now it's hard for Saskatchewan to go straight around. Of course, the Burgess family is curling royalty in Nova Scotia. Is it not, Jen?
It is, and I play with Peter's niece, Carly. Just a fabulous curling family. So many talented. There's Lindsay Burgess as well. So many talented Burgesses. It's hard to keep up.
Of course, Carly's dad, Craig, multiple-time Brier participant. Been around the game. He competed here last year with Nova Scotia and made a decent run. Coming up a little short, but they're always accurate with those hits. A bit of a tricky one now for Peter. I totally put my foot in my mouth last year, Jen. I was talking to Craig and hadn't met Peter before, I don't think, and I said to Craig, "Is this your son?" Peter looks like he's 10 years younger than I am. I don't know if that means, hopefully that means he looks good. Not that I look terrible, but. Sounds like they like this one. That's not going to flash wide, that's for sure. Great throw there from Peter. It was not as easy as he just made that look.
No, very nice shot. I think it's that you both look good, Brent.
Okay. I don't know how that makes sense, but I get it. I appreciate it, though. I hope it means he looks like he's 35. Maybe even 25.
Absolutely.
Backwards motion there. I've seen the inside out straighten up a little bit, Jen, but this one's trying, but definitely more curl outside in than inside out now.
Yeah, it seems to get to a spot going inside out, and it just kind of stops curling a little bit.
Yeah. Just got to be aware of that, especially on the chases. Got to make sure you get the weight right, because overthrows inside out will miss high side. If I'm Paul, I want to kind of roll right to the button here, right to the broom, right on the tee line, and then if Bruce makes a good roll, at least I'll have a freeze to get out of it. A little back there from Paul. This one's going to have to curl. Never mind. Paul's got it on a string. So a chance now for Bruce. Oh, he's going to roll that way. Doesn't want to roll behind the yellow one, I guess. I'd give it a shot, though, wouldn't you, Jen? Play the short roll.
I would too. It's very hard to make a perfect run stick.
Shows the respect that Bruce has for Paul. They would have played a number of times over the years. Paul, when he played for third for Sean Adams, they had a ton of success getting all the way to the Brier final in 2005. And that big bully Randy Furby took them down, as he did to everybody at that time. Team Corte won this event, but weren't able to compete at the Worlds because of COVID. It got canceled, so some unfinished business for them. This is very close, but going the other way by accident and not quite. I think he called the other way, didn't he, Jen?
I thought he did, but now by not rolling quite enough, this leaves the opportunity for Paul Fleming. It's pretty tight.
It is tight. He can't risk wrecking here. A blank for Nova Scotia is fine. They're just asking, is there a split if we roll out? I think Paul wants to take a run at the long roll, which I like. I don't think there's a split there. No chance, no. So take a run at the long roll. You don't risk hitting the guard. This is close. Just lost it, I think. Good effort by Paul.
Yeah, you want to make sure you stay in the rings and.
Sounded tight. Rory's being asked to get to work here to hold this for the blank. I think he's going to be okay.
I think it's good enough. Oh, they're going to have to work on this, friends.
Double Daryl's got the broom too, and that's going to be a blank. 2-0 Nova Scotia after 2 ends. We'll see what Saskatchewan can muster offense-wise when we come back to the Everest Senior Curling Championship right after this.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back. Third end action. So far, Nova Scotia in control of this game, but still only a 2-point lead. That's not a big lead, but Chris Grand-Kelly continues to set this Nova Scotia team up well. That's right where you'd wanted. Rory's going to throw the intern corner guard here, and then we'll see probably a tight guard from Nova Scotia. Not much happening in the bronze medal game yet, as far as I can tell. It's 1-0 New Brunswick. Perfect corner guard from Rory. See if Chris can guard his own artwork here. It's just past the Everest logo. drag it for speed and as a result get a little bit more curl out of it. Very nice. I think now we'll see the freeze from Saskatchewan. We're going to try and bump it back. That's a much different shot than the freeze. So
I like the freeze here, Brent.
it's my gut as well. This is a good shot if you bump it back and stay there. What you're trying to do is, if you are going to bump it back, though, it needs to leave the 8-foot, in my opinion. It needs to be out of the 8-foot so that if they hit and stay, we can go around the corner guard and be second shot. Or it needs to stay in a spot where you can't get rid of this because we're frozen. So the in-between is what I'd be worried about here. Rory, get this one a little inside. Can't bump this one off the center line. Will it curl enough to bump it straight back and stay on center? It is on center, but still, you'd almost rather that comes off, Jen. Unforced error from Rory, and other than the hit he missed last end, that's maybe the first shot we've seen Rory miss.
First draw for sure. He's just so good. So consistent, Brent.
For his standards, that's a big miss. So we'll see if Marty Gavin can make him pay. Paul said short's okay here. I think this is a great opportunity to get after this shot. This is really curling this spot. I thought it was heavy, but I don't think it is. Pretty good result there. Do you freeze in the pocket, Jen, and leave 2 in the 4-foot for now? Or do you rip those centers?
Oh, I would freeze in the pocket.
Well, I shouldn't have asked. I should
know.
We should know by now.
Especially because you can get those guards coming back in.
Yeah. He's going to try and restart here. If he makes the double here, he's probably going to lose that corner guard, but maybe not. Corey Kohutch here, manager at the Natana, which
get the roll, and this will allow Nova Scotia to roll closer to second shot rock, and all they want to do is try to set up a double.
Improve from here.
This is going to be hitting it on the wrong side. I think they're going to roll out. And that means that Saskatchewan can come around this corner guard.
So as long as this isn't behind the tee line, you know, the problem for Nova Scotia is if they make this good, say it's full 8-foot buried, do you just hit the open one? If you don't roll in, will they go around again?
That's what I was just about to say, Brent. You took the words out of my mouth.
Always on the same page, Jen.
Oh, always. Is that you could potentially set up a 3 here. And so Nova Scotia's have got to be very, very careful. This is heavy. You may see Paul Fleming freeze.
Paul might freeze.
I don't know if
Be
he's
very
got much
aggressive,
choice, Brent. What else
He's
do
gonna
you
have to. Yep.
You just can't. You can't get shot. The hit and roll is very difficult to get shot rock. You can, but and if you don't get shot rock, I would think Saskatchewan comes around again. But they're gonna play the hit. I don't think this is going to roll enough. Oh, it will. Oh, it's got to stop. It needs to be shot rock. And it will not be.
Disaster now. It's millimeters away from a great shot, but I don't think that's the right call in that situation, Jen. You play the freeze there. Now you're going to end up having to play a freeze on one that's probably going to be in front of the tee line. I mean, it has to be really good here. It has to be kind of, it almost has to be partially open. If this goes buried, then Paul will be able to freeze on the back one for shot, probably. You can hear Bruce saying we've got to be full 8. If he's just top 12, Paul's definitely drawing around it to the back one. If he's behind the tee line, he'll just draw to it. And if he's full 8, if it's buried, he'll still be able to freeze the back one for shot. So big opportunity for Saskatchewan, however. Running like it's heavy, and the guys aren't touching it. Sometimes it gets faster to the wing, too, as it straightens out. And
It does.
ooh, this is behind the tee line and then some. Is he going to bump his rock for out for not even second shot?
No,
Not
stopped in
quite.
time. So still a pressure shot here for Paul Fleming. I don't think there's a hit really accessible. He's going to have to play the freeze.
He's looking at it. There is a double there, but
Oh, there is.
he wants to hit it. This is straight here.
I don't know why you just wouldn't play the freeze.
If the double is made, it will be a blank. It'll kill the yellow as well. He really doesn't want to play this freeze on his first one or this one, eh, Jen?
No, it's because it seems so.
I mean, he can see half of this stone. Needs to hit about a quarter. A third will make it. A quarter makes it. Half would be close with how hard Paul can throw it, but it's... See, to me, this is a much harder shot than the freeze. But Paul likes it. Him and his 10-inch brownie there. Not very many of those suckers left. That's a lot of ice, Jennifer.
It seems like a lot of ice to me.
How hard
This
Paul's
looks
going to throw
very
this.
difficult, but Paul's played so well, and he saw it right away.
That's soft, but maybe likes lots of ice and then hook it towards the target.
Let's see.
Never doubt Paul
they got
Fleming.
a bite.
Don't
And there
doubt
you go,
P.
and that is
Flem.
why he liked it.
Great shot. Paul's clicking his heels so far today. Close to absolutely everything. And pitching a shutout after 3 ends. It's going to be 2-0 for Nova Scotia over Saskatchewan. Interesting game so far, Jen. Lots of great shots made on both sides. In the bronze medal game, looks like we've got a 2-1 lead for the Night Train, Dave Bomer and Team Manitoba over Mike Kennedy and the team from New Brunswick. We're going to the third end break here. 2-0 Nova Scotia when we get back. Welcome back. Another perfect first shot from Chris. We might not get to see it every end, but may as well just start giving him that. Make enough in a row, maybe just start by putting it there. So great start, and Rory going to have no trouble with this corner guard, I'm sure. We've got the same start. Jennifer, if you're Saskatchewan, do you change anything? Is there anything, maybe a different strategy, a different sequence of stones here, or is it just kind of more of the same?
I think it's more of the same. Saskatchewan had a very good chance last end to get their 2 points, maybe even 3 with a good runaround. They just went a little bit deep on Bruce Corte's first stone. So I think they've had some opportunities. But I like trying to utilize their corner.
That's a tight guard. Touching the center line, too. Because it's so good, going to force Bruce to go around the corner guard. I like this call, Jen. I agree with you. They've had chances. It just comes down to, if you want to score points, you're going to have to, most of the time, it's going to come down to placing your draws in the right place. I mean, these are the best two teams. That's how they get to the final, so you can't always rely on misses. You're going to have to make some really precise shots. This one's perfect line. Good shot by Rory. Paul, no hesitation. Double centers. Do you think, Jen, and do you think that Team Saskatchewan, you think Bruce will call the freeze and try and load it up, or do you think he'll run this?
I think we're going to see him probably run it based on what we've seen. They've got one lost behind the corner, Brendan. As long as when they try to run it, they have to make sure they keep their shooter in play.
Pretty good. A little too close together. You'd like that 3 or 4 feet higher. It makes this run back for Corey Kohutch a lot simpler. And you'd like to run this onto the other side, but it's just going to go right into, a lot of times, right into your rock behind the corner guard. So you're going to have to hit this up pretty close to nose.
It's close.
Pretty close. They overcook it a little. No, great shot.
Very nice.
But you can see he wasn't able to roll very far because of the angle. So Paul walking up, he's going to run that center guard back. Okay. Sorry, not the center, the corner. Like this, Jen, or do you like a center guard? I guess you can make both, but
I think I kind of like this with the score. Problem with the center guard is there's so many blue rocks in front of the rings to run in.
not going to make the double, but going to peel it off. Opens up second shot, but now Corte a chance to hit and roll buried, and then what do? Is there a double maybe off the wide one? If you do, he's going to roll away, so there must be a double. I still like trying to roll behind the corner, Jen. You?
Yeah, no, I do. I like trying to put some pressure on Nova Scotia. Very good sweeping team, Saskatchewan. And it doesn't look like they're going to get the roll, so plan B, they roll buried. That's a pretty hard double, Brent. Pretty flat.
Pretty hard? Do you mean impossible? Yeah, that's a great result. Chase it. Yeah, this is a tough shot, but I think you have to. I agree with Paul. You can get to the nose, but it's pretty precise. Can't rub that guard. I think that looks like it wants to curl early.
They are really working on this to try to get it by, and I don't think they're going to. They might even knock it over for a guard on second shot stone. No, it over curls that. Will it spin into the rings? It does. Not a terrible result, but
late in the end, you can put them all in a line. There'll be no doubles, lying 3. Nova Scotia with only 3 shots left. So a big miss there from Peter on a difficult shot.
it was a very difficult shot, Brent.
So I like the speed. Would like it to curl a bit. The more separation, the better.
Those are pretty much in a perfect line, Brent.
Yeah, so you want to hit and roll on one of the wide ones, in behind the middle one, or even right in between the two, just to get them all on the same side. Give yourself some options. That is impossible, Paul. What are we looking at there?
3/4,
I want to hit and roll over there, which is fine. There is never a double here.
I think he was just saying tap it a little bit, roll into it.
I'd
But
rather
it looks very hard.
I'd rather see like a controller board and roll in behind it.
You have to make sure you stick around here. You can't roll out. Oh, he does hit it.
I moved it over. That's pretty good. Leaves an easier double. Paul makes me look silly again. I did say there wasn't a double, and I think I was right. But that's a big shot there. That's not how I envisioned them getting them closer together, but it does the trick. I'm going to go ahead and say that Paul will make that double, hit it anywhere high on the inside one, and Saskatchewan's going to try and hold the deuce here. I don't think a 3 is very possible, very likely. Don't want to roll towards it, or all of a sudden might leave a triple here. No triple. I think he'll play that outside double. If he plays off that one, there might be a triple, but way more likely to jam it and leave them both in the rings.
You want to make sure it goes out of play.
I wouldn't play it off the outside one. I played off of that one. I think Peter's onto something there. Take your medicine. I'd be interested to see if almost called him Roger, Bruce. Roger's his brother, who is here. I saw him in the parking lot, supporting the team. But I wonder if Bruce will draw, Jen, or will he hit this? Because if Paul makes this, it's going to stay right there. And if he knows it, there'll be a double right back. And because that other one's biting over there, it would be a potential force if Paul can make back doubles here.
I think you'll see them draw, Brent, like draw even.
I think because of that, they're going to have to.
The stone was that Peter just hit off of.
I think you're right, Jen. I think they're going to have to.
Paul is very good at throwing these upweight takeouts.
Uh-oh. This is kind of going off the outside one now. Will he even get both? Fortunate they were really close together. If there was a hole there, he may have found it, but nonetheless, he makes the double. And Saskatchewan trying to draw even to not leave another double. If they leave another double that Paul can make and stay, he will get the force. So important to get these ones even, Jen.
It really is. Can't. Paul Fleming is such a great hitter. You got to make sure you're fairly precise with the depth of this stone. The more even they are, the more difficult or impossible a double is.
Let's go up to Corey and Rory to put this one where they want it. If it's not going to be even, you're going to want it back 8, back 12. Those are your two options. You don't want this on the tee line. They're going to have to make a decision. Looks like they're going deep. Great judge there. There's a double, but man, is it thin.
What do you think? Oh, you were talking that way.
I think I like a hit and roll in front, Jen. You?
That's what I like. I think that double is just too thin. The slash is really thin.
They're almost equal spot. You got to hit it.
About an inch.
Yeah, thin quarter. Pretty hard to hit it too thin, where you hit it and miss that back blue one.
Just hard to really go for this because you can't flash.
Yeah, you have to risk flashing it if you really wanted to make it. So I like a board control weight, hit and roll over in front, make Bruce make a hit and stay. And if you make it really good right in front, he'll have to make a bit of a tricky hit and stay. Looks like he's going to give it a go. Paul playing with a lot of confidence. The weight will tell you right away. He's trying the double, Jen.
Close, Brent. He's so close. He's got to
Just
touch that first
clean.
one.
What a
What
shot,
a
Paul
shot.
Fleming.
And did
Oh, he
he
almost
stick it?
stuck
Oh,
it. What a
what
shot.
a shot.
Dean Flem is feeling it.
Yeah, and he raised his hand. He knew that was so hard, Brent.
Give
He
him
saw
credit for
it.
having
He
the
knew it.
guts to get after it. If I'm trying that, I'd probably end up hitting half. I protect so much.
Yeah, you were right. No.
So another blank coming, not because there hasn't been lots of rocks in play and lots of draws and aggressive play, because Nova Scotia has been great at getting out of the way of multiple scores, and Saskatchewan's got to start wondering, what do we got to do here? Uh-oh. He's okay.
He's fine.
Curling.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
with that.
Oh, just got the blank. There'll be no score at this end, and it'll be 2-0 still for Nova Scotia. And we'll be right back with more of the action.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
Now, 5 times 15. Weird thing going on that they do. Yeah, it'll crazy.
Welcome back to the action at the Everest Senior Curling Championships. Brent Lang and Jennifer Jones here bringing you the action of the men's gold medal game. The winner of this match will become Team Canada and will represent Canada at the World Senior Curling Championships in Östersund, Sweden in April. So a lot on the line here. Both teams playing exceptionally well this game, which you would expect in a gold medal final. It's hard to get to the final if you're not playing well. And the yelling you hear on the next sheet is the bronze medal game. And so far it looks to be a tight one. It was 3-2 for New Brunswick. Manitoba with the hammer in the fourth there. They're just finishing up the fourth end, I believe. So in our game, though, again, not a lack of effort to score. Those three blanks in a row. I haven't seen that at all this week. but it's not because of a lack of effort on Saskatchewan's part to score, and not because Nova Scotia is trying to run them out of rocks every end. Saskatchewan's had a couple of multiple points scores set up. Paul's still able to slide without a broom. That's impressive. Not sure I could ever really do that. But Saskatchewan's had him set up, and late end heroics from Paul Fleming has been part of it. A couple of missed opportunities, just a couple of slightly misplaced draws. Even there, Bruce had a chance to draw to the spot where there wouldn't have been a double, but instead he's a little heavy and they make the clean double. Something exciting's happening. Got Bruce and Paul's attention. The night train's yelling. That's the last shot on the fourth end, I imagine, so should have an update for you there shortly. Sounds a bit like somebody's kicking rocks in the corner. Heated competition over there. Probably just the microphone's extra close to the corner, but. So Chris gonna be asked to keep doing what he's been doing, putting this rock dead on the center line, top 4 foot. And then we'll see Rory be asked for the corner guard. And then Chris will probably throw the guard, depending. This one they think is a little bit hot. And Bruce is coming up here thinking he's going to get to sweep this. First little mistake we've seen from Chris. Could be that fifth end break, just a little bit faster.
Yeah, and it just gives the opportunity for Saskatchewan to throw this corner guard in a spot where they actually could be shot rock. It doesn't look like they are taking ice to do that, but
Both teams with lots of time left. That's good. You don't, if at all possible, you don't want to be rushed. Look at Bruce is doing here, switching the turns. He's throwing nothing but in-turn corner guards, and maybe it's this side curls more, he thinks, so it could be that through the in-turn the other way, out-turn this way, but that definitely curled. I would have been with you there, Jen. I would have wanted that one a little closer to center line, because you know Paul can't really throw a center guard on one back 8. So they're going to try and draw this one in the rings again, hoping to prevent the straight come around from Saskatchewan by lying 2. This one to curl a little bit more. I think they wanted speed's perfect. I like this call from Bruce, and that's why they wanted it to curl a little bit more. Wanted that about another foot over, and then there would be no real opportunity to freeze. The guys are calling him off here. I like this call. Another corner guard. Okay, I can get behind this one too. Let's go. Nova Scotia probably throw a center guard after this, and then you might play the run back in the middle or the freeze at that point. This guarantees that there's going to be some rocks in play, some opportunities. Doesn't guarantee you're going to score, but should be lots of opportunities.
Either coming around the corner or freezing, Brent. Sometimes these second corner guards don't often get used.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jen. I think these quite often result in forcing your opponent to throw another center guard. Paul might go again in the rings and choke one of these off, but what it definitely does kind of guarantee is that there's going to be opportunities. Even if you do have a miss, they're not going to be able to get rid of both corner guards with one shot. So Paul is going to keep filling the rings. He sees what's coming. Bruce wants to play that freeze. Let's get one in the way. I think Saskatchewan will just play the pocket double here, though, and then go around on the next one. We'll see. Part of what makes our sport so interesting is that there are so many options in terms of what to play, how to play it. so many different scenarios. It's very rare that you'll get the exact same scenario other than on the first couple shots in an end. This one's over curling, and he might hook the top one. Don't want to hook this top one.
Even if they can rub off, Brent, it would
Bounce
be okay.
So now you can draw in here. Bruce is racing up to do it.
You can see the boys yelling a little bit louder, sweeping a little bit harder. You know this is a gold medal match. And it all started with a fabulous double from Paul Fleming in the first end, and he has played outstanding.
He's made a lot of doubles. That one last end was so tough.
It's hard to call that, Brent. It takes a lot of courage. Because really, in order to make it, you're risking flashing.
Absolutely.
And this is looking pretty good.
They swept this for a long time, and actually there's lots of room.
Yeah, you probably want to get it all the way back to that back yellow.
It's a good shot. Paul looks like he's lining up to hit. Okay. Maybe clip the back one. Wouldn't upset him. Marty Gavin. I think he can probably see enough to jam it, so you have to be a little careful here.
Do you like this call, or would you play a freeze?
I thought the freeze. I mean, if you make a good freeze, man, you're cutting down the scoring area big time. This is really tight, Jen.
Yeah, I don't think this
The boys
is gonna
are
work
holding
out
it,
the
but
way
it's
they
not going to
want.
get by. I preferred the draw there. Even if you were to wreck on your top one and bounce them around, I think that would have been a good result.
I agree.
I'm not sure I like this call. You're drawing over there probably for third shot. Would Nova Scotia just draw in the middle? What do you like here, Jen?
I probably would come around, almost freeze your blue.
Could do that. Could hit and roll on the top one. Like those corner guards. I mean, I know you might leave a double, but if you make a good roll, then if you get a slight mistake, then you can go around the corner. This is not going to be second shot, but a good shot here by Corey.
Decision time, though, for Nova Scotia, Brent. With
how do you
that
play
being
this?
4 shots, do you risk throwing the hit?
I think I draw.
I would draw.
It doesn't feel good, but that would be the best result. Not sure what Saskatchewan will do if Peter's able to make this good. Well, they think it's heavy. Can't be heavy. Really needs to curl. It's trying, though. If this is the right weight, he's close. If he's heavy, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Ooh, we've got action now. Big opportunity for Saskatchewan. Line was good there for Peter. If he's just 6 feet lighter and lets the guys sweep it, that'll curl right in there.
Okay with control, maybe down control.
You know, Daryl is deadly on these hits. This will be close, especially his outturn hits. Got this one tight early. Can they hold this? This one's going to roll too far. Will it stay in the rings?
Yeah, now Bruce is trying to get it out of there.
Okay, this is
And that's an
getting
unfortunate
scary.
mistake again. It's a little bit scary for Paul Fleming.
You can't really freeze now, Jen, because unless you're dead on the nose, there'll be a nose triple to live 4. But if you hit this one, isn't Bruce going to freeze on his?
I think he is.
Okay. Here we go. This is an interesting end developing here. A lot of opportunity for Saskatchewan. I guess he can't really freeze the back, but he could, because if you freeze and you're at all off, then you get to play that double, triple even. This has got a curl. That did look like a lot of ice. Really got a curl just to kill it.
And that will roll out.
So now you got to hit the top one, don't you, Jen? That's the only rock that's ever going to hurt you now. You want to bring that side one into play. Hit and roll behind the other corner. I don't know how Magic Paul's going to get out of this one. If he can make this roll buried, holy moly, Paul's almost got to go around the corner guard to hold them to 2.
Big chance here for Saskatchewan to change the momentum. It's been all kind of Nova Scotia.
That looked hooked. This looks really good. This is going to roll buried, I think. What a shot by dangerous Daryl McKee. Oof. Paul's a boat captain, and he's thinking of getting on the radio with a mayday. I think I'd go around the other one. There's a little bit more 8-foot to draw to. And you could corner freeze on third shot or fourth shot, whichever. Don't you think you go around the other one, Jen? There's more room and a better spot to draw to.
I would. I think they're thinking it's just a tighter guard.
Yeah, could be that. And this could just be a spot he knows. I mean, if you're going to make it, you're going to make it. It's fine. But if this is anywhere that Saskatchewan can chase it, you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to chase it. This could turn into a 5 or a 6 even. Not 6. Math doesn't work. Could be a 3, 4, 5.
Both corner guards got used this end. Nova Scotia just couldn't make that precise hit or draw. That looks like a lot of ice, Brent.
Doesn't it?
It does. As much as you want to make sure you don't overcurl the 8-foot, you do need to have this at least partially behind cover. This is a precise draw.
Sure is. The two
Didn't
key
look
shots
like he was
that
inside either. That looks like a lot of room.
Two key shots this end were Marty, when he overcurled and hooked that one top 8, and then Peter had a chance for the freeze and bounced that one dead frozen. This one's not going to be buried. Paul Fleming's next shot is going to be extremely important.
And I
Hit
don't.
and
He
roll
shouldn't
in,
have
lie
changed
2.
that ice, Brent. It's just perfect speed. Just needed to be over a foot.
Not sure what the conversation is here. This is an automatic call. Bruce has already made it. Not sure what the whole front end is thinking here. Well, you're never going to roll behind the corner guard to make the double, he's thinking. Okay. That's really hard. What do you think, Jen? I think the shot is to play the hit and roll in and lie 2. And then if Paul is going to have to make a really good hit and roll, or you're going to get 3 or 4.
I think so. I think that double's pretty hard.
It is possible, though, I guess.
Yeah, but then you roll, and if Paul makes a good come around anyway, you're still probably only getting 2.
Yep.
I actually think you have a better chance at 3 if you roll to the middle.
I agree. Hit and roll really right in front of shot rock, and you'll be second shot. You'll lie 2. Oh, Brucey, you got this one way out there. This is not going to stick around.
Ooh, almost got the double the other way. So now for Paul Fleming, the exact same shot, but
Yeah, curl a little more so there's no double, but it has to be precise. You can't be too deep here and leave that double that Bruce almost made there. Can't be too high with any angle. Got to be second shot, full 8 foot, edge on edge with the guard. The further it goes out, the easier that in-off gets. So he'd probably be pretty happy with the exact same spot, Jen.
I think he wants that to curl a little bit more.
Then that in-off's going to be like a quarter stone, and I think Bruce will probably give it a go. He just saw it. Anyway, big shot here. First things first, hit the 8 foot, or you're giving up 4.
Talking to the boys last night in the lounge, and everybody was talking about how great the ice was, great sweeping ice.
Look at the line on
well
this, Jen.
out there, Brent.
Ooh,
You need this high in the house.
This needs to curl. This really needs to curl. This needs to curl. He's going to try that double now. This is a double for 4. You have to try it.
Yeah, it didn't look like they took much less ice.
Sometimes with those, Jen, I don't know about you. You're a better player than I am, but sometimes I get too concerned about, okay, I got to get the weight right here, and you just kind of fall asleep on the line. They're going to have to try this. If they make the double, it is going to be for 4 unless they throw peel, which I don't think they will, but it's just like a 3/4, 2/3. If they just miss it, they might give up a steal. Unlikely, though.
Very unlikely.
I'll tell you what, there's going to be 8 plus the 5th players. There's going to be a bunch of hearts and throats on this one on both sides. Super exciting for Saskatchewan and extremely scary for Nova Scotia. He needed to curl another foot. Didn't see that. I guess it looks similar, yeah. I don't think any commentary will be needed on this one. You'll know what's going on. This will be a loud line call. Important here not to panic.
It's a tough line call because there's so much space between these rocks. But
This is pretty thick, but I think he's going to be okay. But now with the 5-rock rule, at second, it's not a shot you play very often. Which is too bad. It was a stat patter, Jenny.
Oh boy.
I'm kidding. You know I didn't follow stats. Somebody on my team did. I forget his name. Sweeper number 1, we'll call him.
Yeah, I've never been one for stats. It's about making the big shots and the big moments and the ones you have to make.
It's kind of been your MO all those years. Kevin Cooey had a great line at the Briar. He said, okay, you guys, you guys go up and get your all-stars. I'll just wait, and on Sunday I'll collect my playoff MVP. Touche, Kev. I hope you win it every year I'm on your team. That usually means good things. There's a good come around. I know it's behind the tee line, but I don't see Paul chasing. And because Chris's are so good in the middle, it's not even an easy double to score 2 right now.
No, and that's why it's so important. And I know, we don't give enough credit. I have my whole career. It's something that we focused on as a team. You've got to get those leads rocks in a great position. And it makes the world of difference. It makes everybody's shots easier, puts a lot more pressure on the team that you're playing. It's another nice peel.
So you're saying that Dawn had a big impact on your team's success?
Oh, for sure. Dawn was instrumental.
Yeah.
And she was very particular. If we called it top 4, she only gave herself about a half rock to work with in terms of whether she considered it success or not. And that's why actually Dawn didn't follow stats either, because she thought they were too generous.
Yeah, they're nice to the front enders. If we play a come around and we hit the rings, it's usually a 4. A corner guard 6 inches over the hog line is a 4, and then you skip. So you got to draw to the side of the button, and you draw the full 4, but not the side of the button, and you get a 0. Good shot there. Good call there. I like that.
Really good call.
You can see though, like Nova Scotia, we've only got 3 rocks to come, and they're hitting to lie 2. So Peter with a big shot here. If he can hit and roll, kind of a rock, a nose is good. Go a long way. A force would go a long way in winning this game for Nova Scotia. It wouldn't come anywhere near to ending the game, but a force here would be huge.
After watching Saskatchewan in their last game, I didn't know if anybody could beat them, to be honest. They were so good. But Team Nova Scotia has come out to play today, and especially Skip Paul Fleming. Big shot after big shot every single end. Even those draws last end, they might not have ended up in the perfect spot, but he didn't have a lot of room to work with, and he made them.
Good conversation here. They're talking about playing the double. They're worried if they hit that one, and Bruce might draw around to the back 4-foot. And because there's space with those top 2, and Paul's such a good hitter, though, I think I'm okay with that. At that point, you just hit that one half a rock across the top, and it'll go straight back, and you kill them all. But good chance here for Peter. Can he hit about a half stone here and make this blue double? Good looking throw there from Peter. This is close. This is really close.
Oh, it's got to go. Got to go.
Spinning. Oh, hangs on.
It just hangs on.
Great effort there from Peter. Just right out of his hand, you knew it was close. But where that hung on. Okay, interesting. You like this, Jen?
I think he's trying to find a way to get 3, 1 missed run back.
Challenge, yeah. You're going to need a miss, so I don't mind this. The challenge is if you play the hit and roll, you know there's really nowhere you can roll where Paul's not going to have a double because of where that rock is right on the center line, just biting the back 12. Want this one all the way back. Doesn't even need to be shot. If more distance, the better. I don't think Paul wants to draw. They like the line.
Trying to get some separation.
This is a great shot.
Now decision time. Do you freeze?
I don't think so. I think you play the out-turn heater. Nose is very close. Out-turn just a millimeter high, run double, lie 2. Outturn heater, that'd be a good name for a boat, eh, Jen?
I think I know somebody with that name.
Oh, right. Wayne's already got that one.
Yeah.
And then he sold it to Glenn. So Glenn was driving around in that outturn heater, and we joked all the time we're going to go and cross it off with paint and put outturn board waiter. Never did, though. So here we go. I mean, if he misses this, you might think, yeah, but then even if we peel this off, we'll have that short double at the back. But Bruce is going to throw one probably top 12 in front of it, and you're going to have another long double. So big shot here. All of a sudden, three's in play, really out of nowhere. This is close.
This has to curl.
Just
has
has
to curl. Oh, no, and it did not.
Big that he stayed for second shot, though. Now Bruce has to hit it, and he will have that short double at the back. If that rolls out, Bruce is going to draw one top 12, and Paul's going to have to make a 6 or 8 foot double. So a simple shot, but doesn't make it any less important.
Needs to hit and stay. Oh, no, Brent. This is curling.
They're holding it. Corey's got this under control for you, Skipper. No problem.
Nice sweep.
So are we going to have a tie game? Or is Paul going to make yet another double? He's switching turns. I don't know. I just saw this other turn, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to curl much with how hard Paul's going to throw it, so he's going to know out of his hand. Hit this somewhere close to nose. Really, if he throws peel and stays in the rings anywhere on the left side of the sheet as we're looking at it, he's going to make that back double. Not wasting any time. Needs this one. Team Nova Scotia skip Paul Fleming.
Working on it. You can see the boys are scrubbing.
They overswept this.
Oh, no, they did.
They overswept it. Tough shot for 3 to tie the game now, though, for Bruce.
It's definitely there.
See that so often.
Body language says a lot, and he's very disappointed at the line call.
So often we oversweep, especially in big moments. It's so easy to get extra amped up, and if they had just sat down beside Paul and watched that one the whole way, it would have made the shot. So if this is made for 3, here's Nova Scotia's got to regroup and think, okay, we're tied with the Hammer playing 7. Pretty good situation, boys. Let's get back to work. And this is going to totally flip the momentum of this game one way or the other. I guess if he flashes it, it won't, but even a deuce here would.
Here we are. Final shot here in 6, the all-important 6th end.
They got to drill this one to hold it. Rory holding it.
Chance for Saskatchewan to get 3. But I think this is over curled, Brent. It's going to hit that backstone. But that will be a big score of 2 for Team Saskatchewan. And they will bring this game within 1 as they still trail 3-2 heading to 7.
means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
We're back, Jennifer, and we've got 2 ends left to decide the Canadian champion here. A little bit of an unforced error. It was a tough shot for 2 for Bruce Corte and Team Saskatchewan, but it overcurled. It looked like the guys were going to be able to hold it, but just couldn't keep it from jamming on the back one. So Nova Scotia up 1 with the hammer, playing the 7th end here in the Canadian final. Still anybody's ball game.
It was a very tough shot for 3. It's one where you almost have to risk rolling out and hopefully it stops, but still a big score of 2. Saskatchewan is trying to generate their 2 for a few ends and finally did it. So bring this game within 1. And I think Chris might go, oh, no, it's going to stop just in time.
This guy doesn't miss the top 4 foot.
No.
So it's update in the bronze medal game. You can hear them yelling and screaming. The intensity's there. They want that medal. They want to finish on the podium. 5-3 New Brunswick, playing the 6th end. You can see a bunch of rocks everywhere over there. Brunswick is blue, so it looks like they got him in some big trouble. So Rory being asked for the freeze. Do you like the double centers here, Jen, or do you like the freeze now?
I don't know. I'm torn sometimes. I actually don't mind the freeze, especially because Rory can get this close to the button. But you need to be
behind the button. This is
heavy. Good. It's not so bad.
That yellow one's in a good spot for Saskatchewan. I just don't like, I mean, he didn't make the shot, but I don't like that we can chase this now. But you can't wreck on the guard. So do you just draw or do you play the back liner?
I like the freeze here in this scenario because if you wreck on the guard, it goes back and you're just in all kinds of trouble.
Paul likes it though. There's plenty of room to make it.
If you're gonna play at it, I wouldn't play to remove it. I would just play back 8.
That's fair. I like that.
You just can't hit this high and dead jam it on the button and then have Team Saskatchewan draw around and sit 2. Steal a 1's okay here. You just can't give up a steal a 2.
I don't like the ice he's taken. That means I don't like how hard he's got to throw it to make this shot with that ice. Oh, he's protected here, throwing it too hard.
It's trying, Brent. It just needs to get off the button. Get off the button. And that's actually not so bad. Not perfect, but not bad.
Pretty good throw there, actually. I didn't think that had a very good chance of getting in there, but if that yellow had stayed as a biter, that would have been a fantastic shot. This is, it's not a great situation for Saskatchewan. It sure would be nice if they had 2 guards, I think. Just my opinion, and it doesn't really matter. I count for nothing because I'm up in the booth, not on the ice. Corey hasn't missed a shot maybe since we started covering his games, Jen. I keep saying how great the rest of them are, but Corey's been fantastic too. Just a solid curling team from top to bottom, this Saskatchewan team.
Just so good and just great team chemistry, communication. For Paul Fleming and these Nova Scotia boys, they just really want to make sure that Paul has a makeable shot either for 1 or to hold Saskatchewan to a steal of 1. Try to clean up this middle.
I wouldn't try and nose this. I don't like nosing this.
I actually don't mind rolling to the wing as long as your shot rock.
Exactly. Roll to the broom, roll even a little farther, bite the 8 foot.
Oh boy. They got to make this curl, do they not?
This is close. It comes up here. That's what I thought on the first one, but it really finishes. This is a good shot from Artie. Going to get what we wanted. So I think that's a way better result. Room for the hole for the chase if they leave it open.
And the hit and roll is very difficult because it might jam.
if I'm Saskatchewan here, I'm starting to think, okay, looks like, not a great chance to steal, but it's not bad. So let's keep the pressure on. But maybe we can find a way to lie 3, because a force here is great. And if Paul ever made a mistake, you might accidentally steal 2. We're looking a little strong here, but it doesn't look too bad. I think that's a pretty good spot. So is Paul going to chase that with the out turn? I like it.
Me too. If you wreck on the guard, you wreck on the guard.
Roll right over to that other blue one and make this really expensive for Saskatchewan. For me, you said, Jen, it's okay to go up steal 1, and I agree. I totally agree. And because of that, I like playing this end a little bit more aggressively than just, playing super defensive, getting 1. Maybe you take a little bit of a chance, and maybe you can score 2 or 3 and win the game right here without taking on risk of giving up more than a steal of 1. Good looking shot here.
Yeah, I agree. This looks like a good shot.
This is perfect.
Exactly what you called, Brent, I think.
Oh, what a shot. Marty Gavin coming to play this end. Now what do you do if you're Saskatchewan? You see the problem. It's hard to get one in there they can't get at. I might switch and play the hit and roll, maybe make that yellow double. I like that, Bruce. Jen, what are you thinking?
I like that too. You can't afford to give up 2 or it's game over.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, you'd have a chance at 3, but I'm really wishing my younger self threw 2 center guards this end if I'm Saskatchewan right now. That's the last time I'll mention it, though, I promise. Chance to lie 2 here. There's double Darrow, we call him, so you got the right guy shooting. Not throwing this very hard, though. Really close as always. Did they lose it? They did. So close. Another perfect throw from Darryl, and those are so hard to call.
Nova Scotia went through the round robin and was ranked number 1 heading into these final 4. They're showing it today.
Absolutely. Same thing here, Jen. I'd like to roll to the broom. If you nose it here, all of a sudden you're taking away the chase on that side, and they can play the come around back 4 and over curl it, and you won't be able to chase it. I don't want anything blocking either side of the chase here if I'm Nova Scotia. I'd keep sweeping that one. See, now if there's no chase, so I think Bruce can draw now. He's not going to. Would you draw now, Jen? I definitely would.
I would.
Back 8, over curl
back
it.
8, back 4. And even if they do play that run back, it should be behind the T line. If it sticks, you can freeze.
Right.
You're just in a little bit of trouble here. And like I said, I mean, 2's not game over, but it's not a great situation.
No, and that yellow, and I know it's not a guard, but it's almost a guard, and you're hitting it down 1 without. I'm sure he'll make this perfect because Darryl makes all his hits.
Darryl is just so talented. And that is perfect.
That's pretty good.
That is a good spot. It's very difficult, actually, for Paul Fleming to chase that stone, Brent.
I think you're peeling the guard now. Oh, Paul. Oh, Paul. Okay. That blue one's in a really good spot that even if you make a good shot here, it's very makeable for Bruce to hit that into you and stay buried, maybe even make the back double. But like I said, taking a little extra risk here. Steal a 1, so they want to talk about it. I think I would peel here, Jen, now. What are you seeing?
I think I would too. I mean, you're still shot stone. Saskatchewan's got to deal with that.
And if they hit it now and roll out, then you got 1 shot at the slash for the blank on your first one. And if you don't make it, you're going to have an open hit against 2. Never going to give up a steal of 2. If you try this, and even if you make a good one, they make a good one, I guess then you peel. Then they can throw one in there, and if that angle raise makes the double on the yellows, which a lot of times it would, then they're going to end up lying 3 on you.
I don't know what was decided. Wait and see
either.
what Paul does with his broom.
He's walking way past the guard, though, so they're not hitting the guard, I don't think. He's going to try and nose this.
Oh, they're going to try to chase this. I don't know if I like this, Brent.
Okay. This is the hardest shot.
Yeah, I think they're saying if we hit the front, we hit the front, but you really don't want to jam this so it's shot rock. It's a benefit to Nova Scotia right now. They're sitting shot.
Peter's in turn curls, so this is makeable for him, but you can't overthrow it.
This has got to curl a mile.
This is
across the top, maybe. Yeah, that was the problem.
Okay. I don't know about that one, but okay, we got action now for Saskatchewan. Bruce's first one here. A chance now to put some serious pressure on Nova Scotia. In worst case, forced to 1, which would be a good result for Saskatchewan to get the hammer back coming home. They've set up a lot of multiples, never cashed in on many except for the 6th end.
And that's the reason I didn't like that shot. And it was just so hard, Brent.
It was hard, and yet you couldn't miss it that way. I know he's not thinking about missing the shot. I appreciate he's going after it, and that's what he needs to do. But if he hit the guard there, it would have been fine. But here we go. Bruce has had a few draws run a little deep on him. Can't afford to be heavy this time because Paul will switch to the draw, I got to think. Got to be buried in front of the tee line. This looks pretty good.
Needs to put on the brakes.
Just over curled. So Paul's able to chase that. He just saw Peter throw it. Do you want to stay there, Jen, or do you want to roll to the broom? I think you probably want to roll to the broom. I guess if your playback line, you get close to the guard, you could roll low here. That would be by accident, though. You can't play that. You can't risk hitting the guard now. So I'm nervous, Jen. I'm not on the ice, and I don't really have a horse in the race. Just exciting to watch people battle for what I know is such a cool prize, and that's the right to be Team Canada.
There's nothing better than seeing that maple leaf with your name above it.
It's by the guard. You might want to switch to trying to go low here. Oh, Paul Fleming, have yourself a day.
What a shot, Paul.
Great shot. So I got to share this. Maybe the best nickname. The Night Train's solid. I'm starting to like Double Daryl. But Georgie on Team Manitoba, apparently they call him Double In, Double Out. Do you know why, Jen?
No, I don't.
Because he likes a double Ryan Ginger before the game and a double Ryan Ginger after the game. Wow, that's a good nickname. Double In, Double Out. I think that's a saying from darts, isn't it? Where you got to double into the game and double out of the game.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Stick around, Jen. I got lots of useless knowledge. I'm not even a dart player. I think that's right, though. Here we go. Can Bruce answer? Needs to get the weight right. Overswept this a bit early.
Isn't curling as much as they thought. I think it's pretty good, though, Brent.
Gonna lie, too.
And now the question is...
Oh, Paul's going to take this on for 3. He's got a double to win the Canadian Championship, Jen.
I think he's got to. And if he misses it, it's steal a 1. And you're still tied with the hammer.
This is pretty not natural. I mean, they're 4.5, 5 feet apart. I don't think he can go across the. Can he go across the top? Probably just, eh?
Depends on how hard he throws it.
Well, he'll throw it, and he throws it plenty hard. 6'5". Paul was also a baseball player. I think. I get the feeling Paul was and is a pretty incredible athlete.
And I think
what
so.
turn do you throw? I like the out turn because I know it's straight.
I agree.
I hate throwing the in turn knowing it's going to curl a little and having to protect a little bit wide. I don't think it's ever going to over curl with the out turn, but Paul's the guy on the ice making all these doubles. So I think you also get a little bit better action with the out turn. So I can safely, well, I can't safely say anything. Come on. But I think this is a double to win the Canadian Championship for Paul Fleming, who's had just a fantastic game so far. Feels fitting that he would make a big shot like this to win it. But if he misses, it'll be a steal, and we'll have a tie game.
Here we go. A double for 3. Well, throwing the in turn. I actually thought it was the out turn when he put it down, and they are working hard at this, Brent. It's got to be close.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. No, it's too thick.
Doesn't. Oh, and they just overswept it.
It stays for 1. They did it again. I think that's 1 for Nova Scotia, and instead of handshakes, they're going to measure. It's close. The overhead makes it look like
yellow from our vantage point. And those are tough. When they come across the face, you have to hit them just a little bit thinner than you think.
It's a harder line call.
They swept that the whole way, Brent, and it needed to curl a fraction.
1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Again, he threw it perfect. A big measure here. But regardless, we've either got a tie game or Nova Scotia up 2, and either way, this thing is far from over. So it ended up being a steal of 1, and we've got a tie game here at the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championships, live from Vernon, British Columbia. This exciting action is happening right now, and I'm Brent Lang, Jennifer Jones joining me to bring you the action. And Nova Scotia with the hammer. Unfortunately for them, another one where Paul threw it well enough that if they didn't sweep it, I think they make that shot. And they're up 4 coming home. Instead, they're tied. So a big swing of events, but tied with the hammer is a good situation, but a good shot by Rory, touching the center line. So Chris, let's see if he can keep doing what he's been doing all game. Put this full 4. Not a lot of angle, but if you could sub in Mark Kennedy or something, you'd take this on. Get it into the back one would be good. Make sure of the peel. But yeah, like 3/4, 2/3, really hard, and you could blow up everything in the middle, which would be a great result. Got to make the peel here, though, first and foremost. That looked tight. This is tight. That was hooked. They're going to have action in the rings here.
Oh, boy. That's
Oh,
exactly
boy.
what you're talking about, Brent.
Just like to see
And
it a
that's
little
a
bit
very good
harder,
shot.
but
I
great
know that
shot.
Saskatchewan lies too, but they're out of the 4-foot. That's a heck of a shot. Right now, Paul Fleming's thinking, I'm going to have to draw the 4-foot to win this game for a Canadian championship.
And the sweepers better be preparing for that too. As a sweeper, you always hope for an open hit to win, because then you don't have to judge anything. You just got to sweep when you're told to. In all seriousness, though, there's nothing better than sweeping a draw to the 4-foot to win a big game. Nerve-wracking. Again, the tendency is to oversweep, so I would always remind myself, be patient, have a look, try not to make an emotional panic decision. Don't want to leave this where you can make the double, like right there. Like guard and kill that one, and might even go over and get one of those other blues.
I think you give that a go, Brent.
Absolutely. Anything high side here, those are both gone. And then Paul's probably going to have either a draw to the 8-foot if they can make the peels, or an open hit and stay. Sounds straightforward, but when the Canadian title's on the line, we know it's not. You pinch that one, Jen. No, they like it. Might even spill this yellow into the rings if you hit it thin enough. This will probably drag over the top. But a good shot. And Saskatchewan, where do we hide? Do you try a corner freeze on the corner guard, Jen? Freeze on like 3/4 of it, centerline side, and then when they try and peel it, have it hit it a little thick, it just goes to the center line?
If I'm Nova Scotia, I'm not peeling that.
Oh, well then I'm not going to play it if you're going to tell me what you're going to do. Yeah, you'd probably just draw over there.
Even draw open side and in the 8-foot.
Or nose the back double, even get shot rock. And if you can roll in a little bit, they won't be shot. Okay, so we've disproved my strategy. We're not doing that. So we're throwing center guards, even guard the blues, so there's no angle to run it in there. And if I'm Paul on my first one, I'm not, unless it's a center guard, I'm not peeling it. I'm going to draw, especially if it's in front of these two. I'm just going to draw over that way somewhere. Is that crazy, Jen?
No, that's what I would do.
And then even if it goes, it all goes to shambles, then we still have the whole 4-foot, and we just threw a draw to practice. And so we'll see where this all ends up. I think this makes some sense to guard this. At least I wouldn't dead guard it. I would guard kind of middle 8-foot so that they can't really take on the run back. Because right now you're trying to lie 3 and have Paul hit and roll out. That's really your only chance right now. Needs to be tight enough that it's usable. That's why they're drilling this one so hard. They want this at least 2/3, halfway at the highest. And they got it. Good shot.
It's a nice shot. And I think they're going to play that double by the looks of it, Brent.
No way, really? No way.
Yeah, I think you got to peel.
He's not.
No.
Does he think that guard's high enough that he can chase? Like, you peel this, Paul, and you got to draw the 8-foot. They're going to, this is unbelievable. They're going to go around that and be full 8, and I don't know.
Right now, all you have to do really is bite the 8-foot on the draw.
Yeah, this, okay, he's got a feeling. It is getting late, but maybe roll right into the 8-foot. I don't know what's going on here. He's made it,
He's made it. And he did. But Saskatchewan now has a guard to come around.
So they do think maybe it's too high. Because Bruce is throwing another guard here. He's throwing like top 12. So that's because we can't hear him. I mean, maybe Paul said, look, I can chase anything behind that. Oh, it is high. It's too high. It's halfway. I can chase anything around that. So I'm comfortable with that shot. Let's just get rid of these. exciting action, Jen.
It's very exciting. What a finish to this game, and it's been a fabulous gold medal game. Great shots from both teams, big shots, measures.
We've had it all. The bronze medal game looks like a heater as well. Dave Bomer up 2 now coming home. Took 3 and 6 and stole 1 and 7. So
Oh, wow. What a turn of events there.
that's what all that noise is over there. So needs this to be somewhere it can't be removed. This is the one he wants to go around on his next one. Tight to the guard. They're drilling this for line. They got it by. This is way deep. Bruce continues
to stop in time.
Struggle with draw. Wait, that's not even going to be shot. They need to stop sweeping that and let that wreck.
That was just a communication mistake.
It's great we got it by, guys, but if it's too heavy to stay in the rings, it needs to wreck, and then they at least have to peel, and we have that same come around. That's unfortunate. See, Paul knew. Maybe he's an oracle. He knew. Let's just double these. They'll throw it through. I'll peel. Then they're going to go around the corner guard, and we'll draw the 8-foot for the win. See if it plays out like that. Important to take your time on these shots. Go through the regular, whatever. If you have a routine, call it what you want. But this is as important as anything.
And what do you do? Try to hide around this guard?
I don't see anything else. I mean, because they have that kicker, anything else, it's just an open hit. So
you try to leave this half buried, get a bite of the 8-foot.
Maybe entice him into a chase and he makes a mistake. I think Paul's probably going to draw unless he can see more. He'll probably decide in his head, okay, if I can see 2/3 of this thing, I'm going to hit it. If I can see less than that, I'm going to draw the button. Not sure. I think the official was coming in there, but both teams must have lots of time left. This has been a good pace to the game, lots of shot making. This has been a solid curling game. These two teams would compete in a lot of different events.
Very enjoyable to watch this game.
Setting the bar high for the ladies' game that starts in, holy moly, 43 minutes.
Oh, right. Minutes? Yeah, it's 3:30, isn't it?
50. I don't know. I can't do math right now. 53 minutes from now. We get paid double time, I think. 2 drinks an hour for the playoffs, Jen, instead of 1. He's going to hit this. What? Thinking maybe he can't get buried around the corner, or doesn't want Paul to draw, thinks the chances are better that Paul will hit and roll out than miss a draw to the 8-foot, which that makes some sense. I didn't see this coming, Jen. Did you?
No, but I think Paul will draw anyway. Maybe I'm wrong.
If it's nosed right there, I think he absolutely will. This is interesting. It might have to do with Bruce's struggle with draw weight a bit this game. So maybe that's playing into it. But okay, we got 2 shots left to crown a national champion.
Yes, they will, and they will get to go on to the World Championship in Sweden, spring of 2024. And this has to stay in the rings, though, Brent.
It's going to stay in the rings, rolling into the side of the 8-foot. I think Paul will hit this one now.
Now he will, for sure. So I think all Saskatchewan can hope for now is a hit and roll out, and we go to an extra end.
So front end, do your job. Let's not see any picks. I hate to even put it out in the universe, but do your job. Get this path extra clean. Got lots of time on the clock. They've taken a timeout to ensure it. And Paul's probably going to throw whatever his favorite hit and stay weight is, probably heavy board would be my guess. Maybe control. I don't know what you want to call it, but hit and stay in the rings to be the champs. It looked a little soft out of his hand. Didn't have that usual back.
They're not sweeping it, Brent. This is looking pretty good.
He is on the money, Jen. We got the champs.
And with that, Paul Fleming and his team from Nova Scotia will be Canadian champions, and you can see what it means to them. They are the 2023 Everest Canadian Senior Men's Curling Champions in British Columbia. And what a round robin, what a week for Saskatchewan. They played so well and just not quite good enough today.
Look
But
at the
they will be our
fellas
silver
celebrating.
medalist.
What a performance by Paul Fleming. The team played great, but Paul had every shot when needed and really left Team Saskatchewan scratching their heads. What do we got to do? But you can see how excited they are. There's Team Canada. We'll be back in about 45 minutes to crown, to see the game, to crown another Team Canada. Who's going to join them on the ladies' side over in Sweden? My bad. But thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you again in about 45 minutes for more action.